Previously on the bride price hustle, Adana and Chijioke have recently discovered that they are expecting a baby. This exciting news comes at a time when their business is starting to thrive. What will happen next? Pregnancy slowed Adana in ways she hadn't planned. She couldn't bend over machines for hours anymore. She tired easily. Clients started whispering, wondering if she would lose her edge. One wealthy bride-to-be rudely asked if she'd still be able to finish her gown before baby comes and you disappear. The comment stung more than Adana admitted. One night, she sat alone in the new office, sketching by candlelight, while Lagos rain drummed on the roof. For the first time since the rooftop billboard, she wondered if maybe she had overreached. But Chijioke found her there, cold tea in hand, and gently folded her sketchbook shut. "Rest," he said. "This dream isn't just yours anymore. Let it breathe, like a good fabric. We'll handle it." She didn't sleep well that night, but she slept. When the baby bump showed, the neighborhood rallied around her. Old aunties dropped by with pepper soup and fresh fruit. Apprentices worked double hours, refusing overtime pay. Even rival tailors grudgingly admitted she'd earned her place. One evening, she found her father in the shop again, quietly measuring shelves for repairs. When she asked what he was doing, he grumbled, "Can't have my grandchild crawling under broken shelves." Adana laughed so hard she cried. In that moment, she realized something she hadn't seen in the rush of success. Community was stronger than any billboard, any sponsor. If she fell, they would catch her. If she rose, they would lift her higher. Nothing prepared her for the day the baby came. It started with sharp pains in the middle of her fitting. Chijioke rushed her to the hospital in Ekeke. Lagos traffic turned every bump into fresh stabs. Labor was long and hard. Complications came and went like dark clouds. Chijioke paced the corridor for hours, whispering prayers that stuck to his dry tongue. When the baby finally arrived, Adana felt a flood of exhaustion and love so deep it nearly drowned her. They named her Ifunanya, love is everything. And when they brought her home, the apprentices lined up at the studio door, singing songs and sprinkling baby powder like confetti. 2 weeks after Ifunanya's birth, Adana tried to slip back behind her machine. Her mother scolded her, shooing her back to bed, but old habits die hard. So they compromised. She sketched from home, nursing Ifunanya with one arm and sketchpad balanced on her lap. Chijioke ran the day-to-day work. He fussed over details, checked seams twice, and every evening he brought home questions, fabric swatches, tiny gossip to make her laugh. Together they managed. They didn't sleep much. The house smelled of baby powder and fresh fabric, a new chapter stitched inside the old. While Adana rested, the apprentices rose. The shy girl she once scolded for sloppy stitching now handled clients with gentle authority. They taught newcomers how to thread the old machines. They defended the shop's name when petty rivals whispered. One of her apprentices, a bright girl named Fola, showed an eye for design that made Adana's heart swell. She stayed late, tweaking sleeves, sketching new necklines. Adana watched her with quiet pride, the next promise waiting to bloom. One night, Chijioke said, "Someday we'll have shops in every city, and someone like Fola will run them." Adana laughed, "Maybe Ifunanya will run them all." They toasted the dream with leftover malt and falling eyelids. Just when life felt calm, Madame Felicia made her last move. A rumor spread that Adana's Abuja branch was failing, that she had bitten off more than she could sew. Felicia's people even called 2 top brides, offering discounts if they abandoned Adana for her studio instead. But this time, Adana didn't panic. She called those clients herself, invited them to Lagos, showed them the workshop, let them meet Fola and the team. She explained delays honestly and promised results. They stayed. Felicia's gossip fizzled like cheap thread in rain. A year passed since the new shop opened. They marked the date with puff puff, small chops, and a cake shaped in a tiny sewing machine. Chijioke surprised Adana with a framed copy of her first sketch, the one she scribbled on the old lining paper when she dreamed of paying her own bride price. "It's a reminder," he said, kissing her hair. Where we started and where we are going. Ifunanya grappled at her hip, tiny fingers tugging at the gold frame. Adana laughed, and for once, she didn't hush the noise. The Abuja branch, once so shaky, found its feet. Orders doubled, BC called often, asking for more staff, more fabric, and more everything. Adana flew to Abuja for fittings, baby strapped to her back, scribbling notes while rocking Ifunanya to sleep. One evening in a fancy hotel lobby, a bride whispered that Adana's dresses made Abuja's brides proud to wear Nigerian, not just Paris or London labels. That compliment felt better than any runway show. A celebrity wedding planner spotted her designs in Abuja and called, asking for a partnership. Her clients were Nollywood stars, oil heiresses, and influencers. Chijioke worried. Big names meant big gossip, big demands. But Adana smiled. If they want lace, they will get lace. If they want gossip, let them talk. They signed the deal, but on her terms. Her fabric, her designs, her apprentices learning every step. When the first movie star posted her gown on Instagram, the likes flooded in faster than the old machine could hum. With Abuja thriving, Lagos bustling, and celebrity orders pouring in, Adana started planning something new, a training center. A real school, not just apprentices squeezing around old tables, but a proper academy where young girls and boys could learn tailoring, business, and customer care. She found a dusty building near the new market, leaking roof, cracked walls, perfect. Chijioke teased, "You like broken places too much." She grinned. "I don't see broken, I see room to grow." One afternoon, while inspecting the new training center, Adana found a young boy asleep behind a roll of Ankara. He had snuck in, hungry and barefoot, drawn by the smell of food the workers shared during breaks. Instead of scolding him, she fed him. Listened. He'd run away from home that beat him for drawing dresses in the dirt. She handed him a pencil and a paper. "Show me," she said. When he did, her throat tightened, another spark, another thread. She made space for him too. Years passed faster than the seasons in Lagos. Ifunanya grew tall, bold and loud. Fola took over more orders. The shy boy from behind the Ankara roll now designed bold sleeves brides adored. Adana still sketched late at night, her pencil dancing from the hum of city generators and distant traffic. One day, Ifunanya asked, "Mommy, did you ever want to be a queen?" Adana smiled, pulling her close. "I am a queen, my love, but I made my crown from needles, thread, and stubborn dreams." 10 years to the day they started their first shop, the old neighborhood threw a street party. There were no gold billboards this time. Just painted banners strung between crooked poles, children singing, neighbors dancing barefoot on Lagos asphalt. Adana and Chijioke danced too, baby powder still stuck in memory, puff-puff crumbs on their cheeks. They watched apprentices spin and laugh, some now business owners themselves. They watched Ifunanya clap behind the shy boy turned designer. They watched, proud and whole. In the middle of all of this sweetness, another storm came. The government threatened to tear down her training center for new road expansion. Obinna, now older and still powerful, offered to help if she'd sell him a stake in her brand. She smiled at him calmly, surrounded by apprentices and family. "No, thank you," she said. Instead, her neighborhood fought back, petitions signed, videos posted, and voices raised. In the end, the bulldozers rolled away. Adana's center stayed standing, proof that some dreams survive because too many hands hold them up. One quiet dawn, before the machines roared to life, Adana sat alone in her biggest workshop yet. Sketches spread out, fabric rolls stacked high, the smell of fresh cloth sweet as rain. She thought of the girl she had been, broke, frightened, daring to dream of paying her own bride price with a single spool of thread. She thought of Chijioke, once her helper, always her partner, her heartbeat stitched beside hers. She thought of Ifunanya, giggling in sleep at home, dreams already blooming like new fabric. She closed her eyes and whispered a promise to the hum of the waking city. "No matter what storms come, I will keep sewing. I will keep teaching. I will keep growing." In Lagos, where dreams cost sweat and courage, Adana's name was more than gossip now. It was a legacy stitched into the fabric of every girl who dared to pick up a needle and say, "I am worth the price." Thank you for watching. What lessons did you learn from Adana and Chijioke's journey? Would you stand firm if challenges came your way while pursuing your dreams? Share your thoughts in the comments. Let's have a chat. It has been an incredible journey in the bride price hustle. If you enjoyed this series, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Click the notification bell so you don't miss the next incredible story. Until next time, dream big and stay curious. It's all love from this side.